I'm going to demonstrate how to survive on the southeast coast of Australia. Where I am is on the far south coast of New South Wales. I don't have a map and I've never been here before, but I know that there is a river about 6 or 7 kilometres south of here. My aim is to find that before the end of tomorrow, for that would be an excellent ground to survive in, for it would offer the best of 3 environments: the sea, the river and the forest. I've only got a minimum of food to last till the end of tomorrow, and after that I have to survive off the land. It will be clear for 4 hours, and I'm going to make a dash for the rocks in the distance. I made a mattress of thin sticks to insulate me from the ground, which would rob 70% of my body heat. These cliffs never seem to end, and the going is a little bit hard. The best thing to do is to go up through the forest. And this tree here grows edible fruits. Kind of sweet and bitter at the same time. This is Leptospermum canihami, and this casuarina here, you can chew on the needles. They're like pine needles, and you can make a tea with them too. And it also grows small tiny cones, tiny seed pods, like this one. But this one's lost all its seeds, and you can eat the seeds. And here's a casuarina seed pod that has the seeds in it, and if you put that in the fire, that should open up and the seeds should come out. There's also a little plant here that's useful. You can see this here, this little sedge, and here there's small seeds. You can gather these. And you can eat that. And these long leaves here, they're also good for making baskets and making cordage. Here with the needle-like leaves has these seed pods, and these are edible. You can just put this in next to the fire, and the heat will open up the pod for the seed to come out. And this plant here is G-bung, and it grows these little round green fruits. And these small green fruits of the G-bung, you can actually eat them raw. The sweet pulpy fruit around the seed, It tastes like Lazones Cotares in Philippines or Mamon in South America. It's quite good. I'm walking through trackless country, and whenever you're walking through the bush, on tracks or not, every now and then turn back and memorize the view, memorize the way things look behind you, because the way forward looks different to the way back. And every year a few bushwalkers go missing or get lost or stranded, and a major reason why this happens is because they walk ahead and they do not look behind. And if something happens and you have to turn back on your tracks, if you didn't memorize the way things looked on the way back, it will all look unfamiliar. And if you go off on another track, the wrong track or whatever happens, it's going to be harder to find your way back. And where I'm walking, I've got a slight ridge, and then on both sides there are gullies going down, and I know if I walk this way I will eventually hit the sea, and that's where I'll find my way home. Also, I've got the sun up here, and here in the southern hemisphere it rises in the east at noon. It's in the north, so it moves from east to north and then north to west in the sunset. So I can figure out by how far it is progressed in the day. It's probably 9 o'clock in the morning, so 2 hours, and every hour the sun moves 15 degrees, and you can use your hand this closed fist is 8 degrees from one end to one end, and use that to sight how far it is. So that's that. So that there is east. Or your outstretched hand, that's 15 degrees from the finger to the finger. In the evening, when you want to find out how many hours it is before the sun will set, when you're setting camp, an easy way to know is hold your outstretched hand like this, and where the horizon will be and the sun, count how many lots of 4 fingers there are. Each finger is 15 minutes, so 4 fingers is 1 hour. Obviously in the evening the sun at the moment has got to move right across the sky to the other side. The clouds above me are moving roughly to the east as well, so I've got a compass above me too, the clouds. So if at any stage I'm unsure of the directions, I can always look up at the clouds. Every place has its prevailing winds. Obviously these differ, sometimes the wind's from a different direction, but if you memorise the direction the clouds are moving before you go. And also the lie of the land, if the land is going that way towards the sea. Also termite nests. Termites need lots of sun, so they'll build their nest on the sunniest place. And sometimes mosses will help you too, not always, but they like to grow on the moistest side, so away from the sun, or depending on factors, moisture, water, seepage, whatever. So if you take factors into consideration, but sometimes they grow all around, so they're not always reliable. So the trees, they will, as they grow, the prevailing wind will be blowing on them all of their life, and so they will grow bent, pointing away from the wind in the lee direction. So the trees also give you a compass, and their foliage grows denser on the sunny side. So here in the southern hemisphere, that would be the north, or the northeast and northwest sides. Here's another sedge. There's lots of seeds in it. Just rub it in your hand, or you can beat it. This one, just beat it and the seeds come out. And I got myself a small pile of seeds, and these kinds of seeds, and even grass seeds, they are excellent emergency food, or good part of your diet too. You know, if you can't find many edible plants around, one thing, seeds. You can get by on seeds. You know, the Aborigines, they, in 3 or 4 hours, they could collect a kilogram of grass seeds. Or you can mash them with the stones to make flour. This massive termite nest right here, and it's growing, leaning towards one side, and the side it's leaning towards is the north side. The sun is right over there, and east is that's east there. So usually you find the termite mounds growing on the ground and against the base of a tree, but one like this, growing by itself on its own, it is aligned to the north, and that's common. You'll find that, and that's another directional marker that will help you. You put lots of natural directional signs together. Don't just look at one, look at many things, and then form your picture of the directions based on everything. And this small yellow plant, you can eat that, the flower, the stem, the leaves, and the tubers. You need to get out with a stick, a tuber, go dig it out. And look what I have found. I am so excited. This is exactly what I was looking for. And I finally found this river